Hey, it's the Terminian Hero here, and we're playing Rayman 2 for the Game Boy Color, known in some regions as Rayman 2 Forever. This is the 6th version of Rayman 2 and the 4th version that we're playing on the channel. So, I skipped the original version for the Nintendo 64. I might go back to it someday. Since it's the original version, it does technically have exclusive content if you count one song that didn't return in later versions as exclusive content. So maybe I'll go back and do that someday, but you know, I've mainly been trying to do all the versions that have exclusive content. So I've done the Dreamcast version, the PS1 version, the PS2 version, and now I'm doing the Game Boy Color version, the last version that has exclusive content. So anyways, I'm just gonna go into the options quick here, just to show you the little backgrounds they have. And now I'm gonna start. So, yeah, here we go. Look what the pirates have done to our world, Rayman. They have enslaved our people and filled it with monsters. Now they have you too. Soon we will be too weak. Razorbeard has exploded the heart of the world into 800 lumps of energy. You must escape, Rayman. You are our only hope. I will send you help, Rayman. Get in there and stay there. Glowbox, my friend, I am weak and my powers are gone. Don't worry, Rayman. I have a gift from Lee the Fairy. A silver lum. Now I can shoot with my fist again. We're saved! Now we move on to Level 1, the Fairy Glade. Level 1 of other versions of Rayman 2 would be the Woods of Light, which is named the Clearing in the PS1 version. That's a tutorial level. It's not in this version of the game. Instead, we go straight into the Fairy Glade. But this game kind of combines levels that have similar aesthetics, and the Woods of Light, aka the Clearing, has similar aesthetics to the Fairy Glade anyways. But yeah, so this game plays a lot like the Game Boy Color version of Rayman 1. Who would have guessed? It looks a lot like it too. But yeah, so we've got yellow lumps to collect like this one here. There's 800 yellow lumps as opposed to the 1,000 in most versions of Rayman 2. There were 800 in the PS1 version as well. You'll find real quick here, or there's a lot of evidence throughout the game actually, that this game is more closely based on the PS1 version than any other version of Rayman 2. Anyways, we can climb these vines and we can bounce on these mushrooms. And here's a cage up here. If you see down below, in the bottom left it says we have 3 lives. To the right of that, that's our health bar. to the right of that, it says there's one more cage to find in this section of the level, which is right here. So let's break it and free a teensy. Now that cage in our little HUD down below is replaced by the face of an Electoon, even though we're not freeing Electoons in this game. And then to the right of that, so in the bottom right corner, it says we have 2 yellow lums in the game. And this level has 78 yellow lums across its 3 sections. So we're gonna want to get all of the lums, all of the cages, and there's also a mini-game in each level. Now, I actually have a map up right now because, for one, it's hard to see. Oh, that big red lum there, that super red lum was an extra life. But yeah, so I have a map up because, one, it's kind of hard to see where you want to go when this game has such a small screen and I'm trying to explore everywhere and collect stuff. But in addition to that, once you finish a level, you can't go back to it until after you beat the game. This is a super yellow lum, it's worth 10 normal yellow lums. But anyways, yeah, once you beat the game, you can go back to any level, but until then, you can't return to levels. So that's kind of an issue when I'm trying to 100% the game, and when I'm trying to show you how to 100% the game. So for those reasons, I have a map up. I'm pretty sure we've got everything in this section of the level. Pretty much every level has 3 sections unless there's a boss, and there's also a bonus level in every level. So now we're on to part 2 of the Fairy Glade. This is a vertical level. Most levels have a vertical level, have a vertical part somewhere, and it's usually the second part. Now, just because I know how many lums are in each level, that doesn't necessarily mean that I know how many are in each section. I do have a map, so hopefully I won't miss anything. But I can't promise anything for sure. It's still possible we might end up having to backtrack in the end. So let's punch that flying bomb there, because it's in our way. Yeah, like, there's some places where it's like, you're not sure if you should jump down or not. And if you're not sure, you usually shouldn't. But you never really know. I don't really think there's too many, if any, blind jumps in this game. But, like, it can be hard to tell when you need to jump somewhere. Like, it's never impossible as far as I know, but it can be hard to notice when you can go somewhere. Anyways, for now, let's just keep on climbing. Got another life over here. Those super red lums are lives, but normal-sized red lums are health. And this silver lum here is a checkpoint, which, you know, normally green lums are checkpoints. Normally... Did I call this a silver lum? Silver lums are power-ups. This was a white lum, which is a checkpoint. Normally, checkpoints are green lums, but in this game, it's white lums for some reason, which normally don't exist. But yeah, speaking of silver lums and power-ups, we basically have all of our power-ups from the start, aside from one temporary power-up that we get later. Anyways, let's just keep making our way. It does look like there's a platform below, but I think it's covered in spikes. No, it's not. But it also doesn't get us anything. Yeah, no, that doesn't get us anything. So let's head back up. So yeah, this is one of those normal-sized red lums that acts as health, but we have full health. We haven't taken any damage yet in this game, which is nice. I'm pretty sure we've got everything so far, so let's keep going. Grab that ledge, Rayman, please. So now here's the end of the level, but we don't really want to go there yet. We want to go get this lum, and then head down and break this cage. There's usually one cage in each level, but I don't think that's always the case. Anyways, let's keep going. On to part 3, there's a few things we need to look for here. We've got one more cage to get, we want to get up to 78 lums. And, of course, we still haven't done our first bonus level yet. So we've got to find it in here somewhere. That thing looks like it would hurt. That looks prickly. Let's just clear our way here. And, you know, there's like points of no return, so you've got to be careful. But I'm pretty sure we've got everything so far. There's a sneaky yellow lum down here. But we know to look for it, because, gosh darn it, you can't jump up through that platform. But yeah, we knew to look for it, because the life was down there. And, you know, it was very visible. It's easy to miss, but it's visible. So it's not like a blind jump or anything. And here's our checkpoint. We're gonna duck under that, jump over these, duck under that, duck under that. We want to keep going here, because there's a life and a super yellow lum. Super red lum, super yellow lum. I don't think the super red lums have an official name, but the yellow lums are super yellow lums, so super red lum. Anyways, here's the bonus. And we want to collect 10 baby glow boxes in 24 seconds. The amount of baby glow boxes you have to collect and the time you have to do it varies from bonus to bonus. So right now we want to collect 10 in 24 seconds. And it's just an easy, you know, walk back and forth kind of thing. And that's that. We get a 1-up for that. Super red lum. over here. We can explore down here, so we want to do that, because there's a yellow lum down here. Here's our cage over this way. And it looks like there's stuff further over to the left here. Like this life. And that's all that's over there, so let's head back. There is a yellow lum down here, though. So that's tricky. I mean, you could see down there if you... You probably would have been able to see the yellow lum if you ducked, but you can't really see the platform when you duck. At the very least, you can see the platform if you hang off the ledge, so, you know, it's not blind. But it is very tricky. We just need one more yellow lum. Ow. I finally took damage. And there we go, we've 100%ed this level. Let's move on to the next. Find the 4 masks of Polokis, Rayman. And we move on to the Marshes of Awakening. So we found Lee. She told us about Polokis. We've got to wake him up using the 4 masks. This is all explained much better in other versions of the game. But anyways, so there's 79 lums in this level, which means that we want to get up to 157. But first we want to punch that piranha in the teeth. So anyways, the Marshes of Awakening has very similar aesthetics to a level called the Bayou, which is why in the Game Boy Color version here, the Marshes of Awakening and the Bayou are kind of combined into one level, so there is no Bayou level. This Marshes of Awakening level is the Bayou, as well as the Marshes of Awakening. But if you know your Rayman 2, then you would know that there's a certain character... Oh man, I almost fell. There's a certain character that you meet in the Marshes of Awakening. Is that character in this version? I guess we'll find out. Got a nice checkpoint there. Got a piranha to punch his teeth out. The Rayman series loves their piranhas that you can punch their teeth out. Anyways, it looks like there's stuff above us, so we're gonna want to keep that in mind. Got a life down here, so we'll grab that. Just making our way through. And look at that, there's our buddy. He is in this game. That's Sam, the water snake. So we'll go see him later once we can get over there. Oh, I can jump straight up there. But I'm supposed to go around this way first. This is where our cage is. There was nothing over this way, was there? No. Wasn't sure if there was like a lum on top of that post or something. And hey look, it's an anti-toon, also known as a dark toon, except that Mr. Dark isn't here. So they're an anti-toon. Those guys, like, the only versions of Rayman 2 that those guys have appeared in, I'm pretty sure, are this version and the PlayStation 1 version. So, you know, that's yet another hint along with the 800 yellow lums that this version is based on the PS1 version. So I'm like being careful here, but I don't need to because we can just go down here. There's a floor. So let's explore down here and get this health that we don't need. And then get this lum that we do need. I want to crawl under there, get this checkpoint, and where about at Sam? Or should I say Sam? Which I kinda said before, but yeah, we ride on his head. So we do still ride Sam in this version of the game. It's not like a water ski level like it was before, but we still ride him. We want to duck under this, and then Sam goes away really fast, so get off of him. Alright, so I think we collected everything, so let's keep going. And now we're on to the vertical level here. We've got a bunch of stuff to climb on, and we've got, like, electrical stuff up there. And we've got switches to hit. So let's explore a bit. Our cage is right over here. So that's cool. It's nice to get that out of the way right away. And in order to get past that electricity, I'm pretty sure that speedrunners just, like, go through it, I think. You know, damage boost through it. I think that's possible. But we want to hit these switches to turn those barriers off. Anyways, this is just kind of a climbing maze. So let's head up this way. This brings us to a switch to deactivate that electrical current over this way. I wonder if the electrical currents are being recorded properly on the video. Because, like, flashing things always have a hard time showing up on video when it comes to, like, older games. Anyways, we got a checkpoint and a life in here. And a lum down here, and, now it looks like there's two barriers. This switch deactivates the one on our left, and there's another switch in here that deactivates the other one. Easy and simple. So yeah, down below here is spikes, we could see earlier, and I can also see on the map I'm looking at. So let's head up. We can go on here for no real reason. And we can also head over this way. Yeah, I see some of those platforms just crumble. But here we've got a switch to allow us up here. And we just keep making our way up. We gotta get past that, so we hit this switch, and we've got a checkpoint, a life, and a yellow lum right there. And now that we've gone up the left side of the level, now we want to go down the right. Get out of here, bomb. So yeah, falling is typically faster than climbing, but not necessarily when you're forced to climb down. Well, I mean, I guess in that case, falling is still faster than climbing, but we're still going down slow because we're climbing down. Anyways, here we want to fall with style, I guess, and not miss anything. Here's our bonus. So that's cool. 10 I almost said 100 baby glow boxes. 10 baby glow boxes in 24 seconds, just like before. But now it has an emphasis on climbing. A 100 baby glow boxes, could you imagine? There actually are more than 100 baby glow boxes. I forget the canonical amount of glow box, the canonical amount of kids that Glowbox has at the time of Rayman 2, but it's a few hundred. Anyways, we'll just keep on descending here. I don't need to look too closely at my map since I can pretty much see everything there is to see on the game screen here. Just because, you know, there's the corridors are so tight, I can see everything. And here we're, back to the start. And we hit that switch so that we can go through the electrical gate down here. And now we're below the start. This is the bottom of the level. And here's the end. Right below the start. So now, moving on to the third and final part of the Marshes of Awakening. Which, I mean, we've basically, it was basically just part 1 that was Marshes of Awakening. It's been Bayou ever since. But, yeah. We've got this section to do. So that looks dangerous. We can't get over that way. Hello, Donkey Kong. Where are ya? I don't see ya. Donkey Kong was throwing barrels at me, but he ran away before I could spot him. I'm gonna drop down here real quick just to check something. It looks like I got everything there. I'm like, there's no way I would miss a lum in the middle of the road, right? And thankfully I didn't. I would have felt really silly if I did. But I also feel silly that I had to check. So anyways, these pipes are slippery. At least the sloped ones are. Oh, I missed the life. There we go, now I got it. I went down there specifically to get the life. But yeah, you can walk up the slopes, but you also slide down them. But yeah, these pipes remind me a lot of, Bandland from Rayman 1. Those musical stabs you can go on. Now, if you miss this jump, this slope leads to death. So we don't want to go down there. So you're going to want to climb up and grab this. There's a lum in that bush, don't miss it. And it looks like we're doing pretty well. There's some sort of bat thing here. But he's not too much trouble. got everything there. I can see the cage, so we don't want to miss that. Now this switch, I know for a fact that this switch is timed. I don't know where all the timed switches in the game are, but I know that that one's timed. At least I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. So we want to get through there before time runs out on the switch, which we easily could have done there. But we just didn't, because we wanted to see that for sure that it was timed. For all I know, maybe all the switches in this game are timed, and we just did really well before. But I don't think that's the case. It could be wrong, though. Either way, we've got a cage right here. So that's another teensy free. In order to get to our 157 lums, we should only need to collect 6 more. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's the last one. So that's that. We're done with this level. Let's move on. So there's Whale Bay, which we'll be doing in the next video. I'm the Terminian Hero, and I will see you then.